Hey, how's it going, YouTube? TAG97 again. Today I'm going over the shooting review of the KEL-TEC KSG 12 gauge shotgun. Also, guys, do not forget I have an Instagram. If you want, go down to the description and you'll see a link to my Instagram. You click on that, you go directly towards my IG. Just hit that follow button and you get any exclusive stuff that's happening on Instagram. And don't forget, some stuff that's on YouTube or not on there, and vice versa. You always get updates of what's going to be happening on the channel, and you get to see some personal stuff that happened while in my military career and personal life that's going on today. I want to say a special thank you to Logan to lending us the KSG firearm, so maybe do a review on it. And man, awesome guy. Appreciate him doing that. And also want to say a special thanks to my viewers, followers, and subscribers to YouTube. Love you guys so much. Without your support, we would not made it this far. We started this YouTube channel 3 months ago, and look how far we made it. So love you guys. Thank you so much for the support. And I'm keeping my promise that the channel will always get better and better over time. So thank you so much for your support. So let's talk about the size. So the size really matters. So the barrel length is 18 inches. The overall size of the firearm is 26.1 inches. Now, if you're wondering, is this a short barrel shotgun? No, it's not. So even though it is pretty compact and small, for it to be considered a short barrel shotgun, and then you have to go to the ATF, file Form 1 and wait and pay money and all that. So, no, for it to do that, it would have to be 26 or less in inches for it to be considered a short barrel shotgun. And also the barrel has to be less than 18 inches. So you don't worry about that. This is a legal shotgun for you to own, and yes, you can put it on your shoulder to fire. The only thing I would say you have to worry about is hand placement if you don't have a grip. I heard rumors of people putting a finger here and getting fingers and all fun parts of your hand blown off somehow. So just be careful if you're not used to a compact shotgun of any sort. What is cool is how the barrel goes into the stock and how the magic happens all back here. Yes, you do pump, like a regular shotgun, but nothing fancy compared to a normal shotgun in that way. What's also cool that I did not know until recently is that in 2014, John Wick, or better known as Keanu Reeves, forgive me if I butchered your name, sir, he used this in John Wick, the first chapter, and it was a pretty cool shotgun, and I saw, him doing some cool action scenes with it. So I thought it would be cool just to do a review since I watched John Wick recently. And it is a pretty bad a weapon. So I do like it, and man, it's just cool to shoot. So one myth I am going to debunk right now. I heard arguments on the internet saying that, yes, it is a 5-pound trigger pull, but people are saying it feels heavier than that. It feels like an 8, a 10. And I don't know why, but you will see later in the videos that I do rapid fire it, and it's not that bad of a trigger. Here, I'm going to show you real quick. So I'm going to take it off safe. For all you people out there that are freaking out, oh my gosh, it's probably loaded. I don't think it is. So let's see how heavy this trigger is. So I'm putting about 1, 2, maybe 3, 4, and I think, there you go, 5. So it is about a 5-pound trigger pull, which is not bad at all for a shotgun. You don't want to accidentally squeeze off a round if your weapon is on fire and not on safe. So you're probably asking yourself, what is the weight? So without any attachments that are aftermarket or anything like that, just the firearm itself, without any type of loads in it either, is 6.9 pounds. Nice. So it is kind of heavy, but not really. If you're putting 3-inch Magnum slugs in here, it's probably going to have some weight to it. So speaking about weight, we might as well knock out what we can put in here. So if you're running 3-inch Magnum slugs, buck, birdshot, whatever, if you're using 3-inch of any type of 12 gauge, you're allowed to have 6-inch tube because there are 2 tubes in here. So you can have 6 plus 6 plus 1 for 3-inch. For 2 3/4, you can have 7 plus 7 and then plus 1. And then if you're using 1 3/4, it's going to be 11 plus 11 and then plus 1. So you can either have a small amount of rounds for a big pack of punch, or a small punch but a lot of rounds, however you want to roll out. One thing I will say is that you have to get used to switching your ammo type, or just going from each tube, because it does not cycle like this. It cycles on one, then you have to switch it to the next one, and then you're good to go on that side. What you can do is put buck on one side and slugs on the other, and it should be just fine depending on what you're doing. If you're clearing houses, doing target practice, or you're some type of other training event that you're doing. So for law enforcement, this would be pretty awesome to have if you're going in and clearing some houses or doing some other type of activities, that you can have slugs to take down some doors and then run some buck to take care of some bad guys. So that is pretty awesome to have that option. I just wish that they had the ability where you can cycle both sides at the same time. It'd be a lot easier than switching it, because in a heated moment, you're not really going to remember that unless you train proficiently with the shotgun. Now you're going to see in the video, I did forget about that. I was not doing round counts. I was just kind of going into it. Now this was my first time using the shotgun, so I'm not too familiar with it, even though I had some time to practice before I shot. It's just something that you don't get used to until you shoot a lot of rounds through. So let's talk about my least favorite subject, the cost. So the average cost, depending on where you're going, if you're going to a mom and pop shop, a big retail such as Academy, the price will range between $750 all the way up to like $990. Now, if someone's charging you about $1,000 for this, that's ridiculous. Go somewhere else, please. Or just buy it off online. Make sure it's a good one if you're buying used. I'd recommend probably buying new, to be honest, because we don't know what people do if use firearms, and I've seen some disturbing images, and I want to see them. So overall, the KEL-TEC KSG 12-gauge shotgun did perform to my expectations. I did like it. So let me just get the negative out of the way real quick. So I did notice that sometimes it does get hanged up when pumping it. Not when there's nothing in there. I'm saying when it's trying to cycle around. Sometimes it'll get caught, and then you have to really fight it in there. Alright, so the moment you've been waiting for, because I know you guys love watching the grand finale video on me shooting it. So if you have skipped to this part, I recommend you go back to learn a little bit more about it. Unless you're just like, nope, skip. I don't like hearing you talk. Whatever your cup of tea is, just please make sure you subscribe and like this video. Alright, so no more hesitations. Let's get on to what you've been waiting for. So before this video ends, one thing I want to say is that this is pretty easy to disassemble. Just knock a couple pins down here, pop the stock off, and you basically have your whole firearm disassembled. It's really easy to clean and put back together. I'll show you a picture real quick. So as you see, it is a simple design, not many pieces. You can disassemble it anymore if you want. That's up to you, but this is a basic field strip to clean what you need to clean. You don't need to go crazy. If you want to, you can disassemble the barrel and the whole pump action assembly, but that is totally up to you. You don't have to. So overall, this is an awesome shotgun. I hope you guys loved the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to TAG97. And as always, have a good day. Thank you so much for watching. Love you guys. You have a good rest of your day. Thank you.